So let's finish off here with our thymus gland stimulation with nutritional support and bacterial flu shaken off rapidly. This is my favorite part of the whole thing. All you Firefly folks, you're at a crossroads. We all are at a crossroads. And what is this crossroad? Do we go this way? Do we chase dis-ease, or do we build health and function? Do we wait until it breaks like the medical system, or do we get in front of it and fortify the foundation? Do we kill? Or do we enhance innate function? Now, we know the allopathic model kind of leans over here. So there are a lot of people, I think, that when they start to use the Firefly, they're still rigidly stuck in a way to the allopathic model. I'd say shake it up a little bit and start to work your way over here and see what else is going on in the campus. Do we chase symptoms, or do we build up natural immune system? Both the innate and the adaptive, which are very important for you to understand what they are and what they do. Do we target biotics, or do we build full spectrum nutrients? Rockefeller Foundation medical system or naturopathic modalities? Been around the medical system as it is from 1913 to present. Big money incentive, constantly under systematic assault. When and if profits build too high is the naturopathic model. So choose. You'll have to choose. Now, if you think about this, you'll actually do both. But you do both reasonably. We've all been so hooked into this modality that we need to shake it off a bit and work our way over to the right. And I think there's a lot of room for all of us to learn how we can go on that right-hand path, just seeing both as they are. So the allopathic model, of course, is belief in the body as separate systems. Naturopathic model is belief in the body as a unified system. So what is organotherapy? It is the use of organ extracts to provide genuine rebuilding blocks to your own organs. It stems from 4,000 years of traditional Chinese medicine in which every native Chinese speaker knows and understands this Chinese word that I can't read, which means to eat the organ you wish to fortify. So another gentleman that was amazing at this is Dr. Royal Lee, considered the Einstein of nutrition. He founded Standard Process, which raise their own animals to use in this way, absolutely from scratch, meaning that they're developing all the grains, they're developing all the food that the animals eat, and they've got the whole food chain pretty much under control, so they're not doing anything GMO. So the allopathic model relies on synthetic cheap vitamins. The naturopathic model relies on whole food vitamins and organotherapy. It's a big part of it. So what the world sees as vitamin C is simply ascorbic acid. It's the wrapper that's around the molecule. What is really vitamin C, which is called vitamin C complex, is this whole molecule with all the goodies inside. Guess what? A lot more expensive to make this type than it is to make this type. All right, so the best way about this is to find vitamin C as food, not as ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid still will work, but you'll have to use more of it and it'll get a little acidic. Foodsupplementsmarket.com is the provider of this particular vitamin C, which is all food-based. I go into Google and I type in, give me the best vitamin C tablet you can find, and what do they hit me back with? Ascorbic acid, right? So again, Google sometimes is not your friend. So vitamin C complex 10 times less acidic than the ascorbic acid. Yeah, it is, because it's not acid only. It's all the rest of the cofactors that sit in there. Far more bioavailable, so this will actually translate more in your body. Vitamin C is water soluble, so you pee it out. You need to constantly regenerate it and bring it back in to do the work. All right, so let's talk about the first use of organotherapy. I get a bacterial flu, which is usually a little nastier than a viral flu. And so I start to use thymoimmune. What is thymoimmune? Bovine thymus cytrophin, which is what? Cattle thymus gland cells from very healthy cattle. These have to be healthy animals. They're usually young, healthy animals. I know it sounds a little kind of Frankenstein-ish, but this has been going on for a long time, and animals that are super healthy actually provide excellent cells out of their organs. Took me a little bit to get my brain around it and not be a vegetarian anymore, but once I understood the science, that was it. Anyhow, so what we're going to do here is balance the two of these. So we're looking at using the thymoimmune to begin to introduce the raw products that help the thymus gland, and then we're going to use the Firefly to actually increase metabolic rate in a localized manner directly to the thymus gland. And so what is the thymus gland? The thymus is a gland located in the upper chest that plays a crucial role in the immune system. Its primary functions include production of T lymphocyte cells, selection of T cells, regulation of immune responses, and doesn't overact to harmless substances. Doesn't overact. Now, what do we call an immune system that's overreacting? Class? Anybody know what we call an immune system that's overacting? Right, autoimmune disorder. So Dr. Randy Tent, back in 2012, puts out a video after he finds out that Governor Jerry Brown made mandatory some medications for children that Dr. Tent didn't really agree to. He says, all right, I'm going to risk my life. I'm done with this thing. I'm going public. And this thing got massive traction. It's no longer on YouTube. It was stripped down, but it got hundreds of thousands of views by some very, very well-known people. He just decided, all right, I'm going public with all this stuff that normally we can't talk about. And he made that choice in 2012. And someone asked him, Randy, why are you always carrying around a 45? And he says, because they don't make a 46. So he was one of the naturopathic doctors that didn't get taken out, but not to lunch during the time that was going on. And I'll guarantee you he was on the list, but he was packing. So that didn't seem to affect him personally. So the thymus gland is like a control tower for the immune system. That's your control tower for the immune system. We want to bring health into the function of the immune system. Okay, 3 capsules a day, 3 times a day is what I would have during a chronic anything. If you're going through even if bee stings or any type of poison gets in your body, you can fire your immune system up by doing this 3 times a day, 3 capsules. And then, of course, we're lighting up the thymus gland directly. I'm using intensity 4, source 2, timer 10 minutes, giving it a nice full treatment. I love this. And the reason I'm using source 2 is that I'm in proximity to the lungs and the heart. And since I have a bacterial flu, I'm able to kind of cover all of that at once, which is really, really nice. And so I'm trying to get deep into where the thymus is underneath the bone. And so I'm using red and infrared. No reason for the topical blue at this point. 2-day resolution of the chronic phase of the bacterial flu, and then stuff lingered for a while, coughing stuff up for a week or 2. I mean, the Firefly is wonderful to have. During that, the immune system remembers all items it has ever dealt with. Kind of like Doge, maybe? I don't know. So using antibiotics, kill, would negate immunological memory. So think about that. You're telling the immune system, don't worry about it. We're just going to blow away the whole forest. I know there's a couple trees that are bad. We're just going to burn it all down. And the immune system goes, okay, I don't know what you did, but it's all gone. All right, I'm ready to go back up. Now, how's your immune system going to learn if that's the case? So again, we're thinking of the 2 roads, right? So attack, kill versus let's build up the immune system. Okay, makes sense, right? So letting the immune system learn is like an investment. So let's talk about one last one. This is, again, organotherapy. We're talking Cardio Plus. Troy's presentation last year was fantastic, where he used the Firefly on his mother. If I had a heart issue, I would do this. And in fact, through the bacterial flu, I could feel some pangs in the heart. It wasn't necessarily outright pain. It were just little tings, and I had a feeling of what it was. It was like, okay, there's some bacteria in there from a bacterial flu. And so what is Cardio Plus? Well, Cardio Plus is centered around cattle heart, extremely healthy cattle raised in the standard process food chain, and it's actually heart tissue and a lot of other tissues as well. And these are the bacteria that affect the heart. Now, all of you F-scan folks, maybe you've seen some of these travel through your F-scan from time to time. I'm not sure, but all of these can affect the heart. And these are all the bacteria that can get in the heart. And these guys right here actually can come from the gums and the mouth and root canals. So use the 2 together. So we're doing Cardio Plus, and then we're using the light. We're bathing the heart with direct metabolic increasing localized action. We're bringing greater function into the heart. And at the same time, we're getting rid of any bacteria that are there because we're using source 2. And of course, this would be far more capable with an F-scan, obviously, and making your frequencies more precise, of course. But this definitely worked for me. It got rid of all the little pangs. They were gone. Again, I'm using red and infrared. I did once in a while use the blue, but I'd have to pull the instrument away a little bit. That's fine. I like the color. It feels good and such. And again, we don't know everything about light, so there might be something in the blue that perhaps there's an outer energetic body layer that's we just don't know. I would do both a little bit, but I was basically trying to get in there underneath the bone, getting the heart, and at the same time giving the raw materials to build the heart. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Work the cycles. Quick fixes are an unrealistic expectation. And again, check out Randy Tent. He is, I think, the walking master at this moment, who's the only person I know as smart and as public talking about organotherapy and lots of other things. And a little bonus for you, for those that want to geek out on the light. Soviet Kazakh laser biostimulation document from 1976 via the CIA reading room. Interestingly, they considered lasers quantum generators. And so there's a lot of information in here. They predicted that the nervous system was going to be the most benefited by the light. They looked and thought about ideas like an F-scan. It was really incredible what was already starting back in 1976. So I'm going to request that the Bales include this PDF with this video. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. I want to wish you all perfect health and God bless.